Hello and welcome, I'm Mystical, this is Mystical Gaming. Grab yourself a cuppa as we jump into Watch Your Realms, and we are doing Hidden Chamber 3. We're going to 4-star it, we've got everything over here selected off, so we are going to Team Hero Limit is going to be reduced by 4, so we can only have 6. We're going to increase all enemy units max HP and magic damage reduction by 70% and the damage by 50%. When entering the battlefield, Jungle Master, and that's like the boss that goes around, gains invincibility for 200 seconds. That's about, what's that, 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Can't attack the boss. Okay, right, let's have a quick look at the guides. If we have a quick look at the guides and the recommended heroes, here we go. So we've got a tank, we've got some AoE DPS, and we've got Dispeller, and a single target DPS. That's what we've got going. Couple of tanks there, Dispeller, AoE, DPS, all that sort of stuff. Right, there we go. That's essentially what we're doing with our team. Okay, we are going down the same route as well. Right, so here's the team we're using. We're going to use an Ivar because, well, he's A, brilliant, and B, he provides the Lord bonus as well. So that's fantastic, and we're going to use Silas as well to clear off some single target stuff as well. Again, we've got AoE here as well. We've got ranged AoE, but feel free to use whoever you want. We're using the Circular Blades because she's fantastic, and we do like her, and she doesn't get enough gameplay realistically. outside of arena, she gets less gameplay outside of arena. We've got our tank. If you've got Torador, why not use him? Because you're going to use the Song Wukong, or you're going to use Kageri, then you may as well give them a Lord's bonus as well. And then you've got your Dispeller. So there we go. That's how we are running it. Now let's jump into the fight as well then, okay? Now I may be very much in the wrong place here. Let's find somewhere good for me to be. I'm imagining here is a good place for me to be. Right, so we've got Ivar down, and we're casting down, and we're going to zap the mob at the bottom. That's our first port of call. That's the first thing we're actually going to be doing with this, okay? Right, so when that's done and dusted, we kill him before he gets out of range, and we've already got 1 dot of poison on us. We cover the boss and things as the boss comes out. I think it's easier just to do it as it is on the screen, okay? So when the boss comes out, we put other boss skills, and we'll sort of go through them as the boss uses them, and then you've got sort of a cognizant idea of actually what's happening and the boss is actually doing at those times, okay? Right, then let's see, we've got Ivar ready to go again. We need a healer. He's got those ticks of poison going on him, so we're going to want to heal him up. There we go, that's that heal. Right, fantastic, that's what that done for us. Now we're just waiting for the mobs to come around again, and then as soon as Ivar hits them, we can trigger his ultimate, kill those mobs. That's brilliant. And then we've got our DPS team on the other side of the map, and they are scooting up and killing those mobs that are coming down there, okay? So that's what they're doing. I mean, feel free to stick Hattie down on that square there. She can do some nice damage for us. All is going good. Right, here comes the boss. So first bit the boss does is Healing Touch. This is all basic ability. Jungle Master. So that's a Jungle Master now got invincibility for the next 200 seconds. 200 seconds didn't start until the boss arrived. So there we are. We've got 3.5 minutes before we can hit the boss. Right, Healing Touch. Jungle Master heals 2 or 3 allies at a time. Fine, there's nothing we can do about that, so the boss would just crack on and do it. And it's the boss's basic attack, really. So there we go, there's not a great deal we can do about that, alright? The next things, there are abilities that are more, we can actually do stuff about, so we'll watch out for those, okay? Now, this is the first part of the fight. The first part before the boss is just sort of placing your heroes down. I haven't placed my other ones down, I've got plenty of time. Now, Nature's Embrace. Jungle Master invokes the powerful of the jungle and continuously heals all allies in range. Now, we're going to see this in action as we spam our ultimate. See, Ivar's ultimate is ready to go. We're going to start spamming that in a second to make sure we can kill the mob coming out. So there's the mob coming out. Spamming old Ivar's ultimate there. So as soon as the mob arrives, there you go. He triggers his ultimate before the boss puts down that healing carpet. See the healing thing down there? Then they're healing for 800 and nearly 300k. But we got the first one killed before the boss could put down that ability. Okay, so it just makes our life a bit easier. Don't try and out damage that, you're not going to do it. Next ability from the boss, Spectral Harvest. Jungle Master ignites Spectral Plague on enemies. Damage dealt with the Spectral Plague increases, okay, with the number of stacks they've got. Enemies inflicted with 5 stacks of Spectral Plague will take massive damage. Now, depending on what hero you're using and how often they cleanse off these poisons, that's sort of down to you on how you're going to need to do it. Whether you're going to use the ultimate from Eloin, or whether you've got your Eloin at A3, I think it is, where she's just going to have a chance to actually dispel it anyway. So there we go. Getting rid of those stacks off us as well. Everyone else doesn't really have to worry about it. There's someone else coming in range and we can trigger off Ivar again. Ivar's going to nuke them down. Happy days, all is good. Now, this is pretty much it for the next part of the fight, really. The boss does his abilities. We make sure we don't DPS during the big heals and things because there's no point. And when we get too many poisons on us, we cleanse off. The next thing the boss does, again, this is a point where we don't want to use our ultimates. Wild Evolution periodically evolves all monsters. During evolution, monsters become untargetable, so we can't hit them, and immune to damage, so even if we have got them any damage going on, they're not going to take any. After evolution completes, restores all their HP. Now we're going to have a quick look at this as well, okay? So that's the boss doing the ability. Now when the ability is done, they come through and a load of leaves and things sort of, or twigs or branches come up and cover them. So we should see that in a minute. There we go. We can see that scattered all over the map. All the mobs now have these sort of big branches coming over, and there's the sort of the green healing going on, and we can see we're not doing any damage. There's Ivar done some damage. So when you do damage, then you can trigger off your ultimates, okay? Just wait for that tick to go on to go, oh, actually, yeah, I've used I'm getting some damage off, now I can use ultimates. Don't use them before that, they're a complete waste, okay? Now that's about it. That's the abilities of the boss, and they're just going to sort of cycle through them. There's a Nature's Embrace going on, not an issue there, but like an idiot or like a genius, because I've decided to use this as a teaching aid. There we go. We can see down there the boss has triggered off the healing embrace. We've got the grass growing and blooms off all over the place, and they're getting healed, and Ivar cannot do enough damage to come past that. So not an idiot, I use that just to show as an example. Don't do that like I did, it just makes your life a bit easier. So realistically, I wouldn't have to place the next two down. I have to place them down now because I triggered off my ability straight into Nature's Grasp, and I haven't killed those mobs off, and I'm not going to get them killed off in time for them to reach the portal. So the tank goes down, Sun Wukong goes down. Okay, I don't have to worry about anything. There's no point in attacking the boss previously, because until the boss comes down and around here, the boss is untargetable anyway, or is invincible anyway, so we still got that 300 damage. There's our Wild Evolution going on. Again, we don't want to trigger off any ultimates until we can start hitting people. There we go, we can start doing some damage on people, and now we can start thinking about, well actually now I'll trigger off some ultimates, okay? There we go. There's the damage one. There's the boss coming around again. Now, what we're on 30 out of 45. Okay? So we just need to make sure that we get rid of these ones up here. Once we've got rid of those ones up there, we can start to do the recall and get ourselves some our other heroes back round again. Okay, so just getting rid of those mobs up there on the top left. Once they're done, then we can start triggering off the other bits that we need. Okay, so last mob coming down. Spectral Harvest going off again, cleanse ourselves off if we need to. There's a last mob on the left hand side, and they're dead. Right, there we go. So we can recall Silas, and the other girl died anyway, no great issues. So they're now got their recall timers going in. We're just waiting for that. The other mobs are coming round, but we've got our tank down, and as long as we kill off another of the other mobs, then we don't have to worry about them getting through or past the tank. Even if they get past the tank, we still got some Wukong there anyway, but that's not ideal for us. Again, Wild Evolution's going off, so hold back on any ultimates that you might have on the go. I haven't got any on the go, so it's not an issue for me. And now we're starting to do damage, so I can actually trigger off ultimates. Just a quick check. Nature's Embrace going off, so make sure that you don't cast any of your ultimates going off while Nature's Embrace is there. Okay, exactly what I'm doing now. Okay, don't do this. It's much easier to watch it back afterwards and see the errors you make. Okay, right. that's it done there. We've got Spectral Harvest going on, so we can do a cleanse if we want. We've only got 1 tick on us, so it's not a major issue. We're not going to take a great deal of damage. The boss is almost dead, and just in time we've got our heroes ready to be recalled as well. So you can place them back down if you want to. It doesn't really matter where they go. Then they're only there for an additional DPS. They're not really doing much in the way of taking down or killing down the boss for you. Okay, there we go. That's pretty much it done. The boss is already gone. We've got the last mob to do. There's 45 out of 45 all done, and that's it. 4-starred. Thank you very much. That's it. Brilliant, isn't it? Nice and easy. Say nice and easy. There you go, all done and dusted. We 4-starred it. Happy days. We've got all our rewards and we can motor on. Link for the boss fight is in the description below. The stages will be in the description below as well. So if you're stuck on anything, feel free to go and have a look. Thank you very much for your time. If you could leave me the old thumbs up, like, subscribe when you're out the door, help me out massively. And I'll see you in a video again soon. Cheers. Goodbye.